En nou gesels ons hier met die jeug. En dit is 'n jong wetenskaplike, Thabo Maliea, en hy was 'n deelnemer aan Eskom Expo for Young Scientists. Good morning, Thabo.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, and how are you doing also?
No, we well. I just say I can't even say that you are an astrophysicist in the world. It's like it sounds so it's so difficult. I can't even say that word. So I just want to find out. Just explain to us, what do you study?
Well, I'm wishing to study astrophysics in the University of Cape Town right now.
Yeah. And where's the interest coming from? Because and what are you doing in Cape Town, being from Botshabelo?
Well, Cape Town is a very cool place to be, and the university that I'm intending to study at right now is the best in Africa as we speak. And also it has more access to research facilities in South Africa than the other universities. So it's best for me to study at UCT here in Cape Town.
You're very, very lucky. I want to find out, Thabo, you got involved now from the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists. And it's fascinating. You invented a homemade thing that you use to track something about the sun and shadows and stars. Where's this interest coming from? And how did you figure this out?
Well, I'm self-motivated to do the best I can to satisfy my curiosity. So I wanted to share some valuable information with the most people who may find it interesting. And the other thing is that I didn't want to do things the same way other people do. So I wanted to do it by using a homemade observational apparatus, the research that I was doing. And the other thing is that it was the one that is best for me because I can afford it.
That's just amazing. And your love for astrophysics, who influenced you or is it just books, or what happened? Was it a teacher? Because it's really a difficult subject.
Well, I've always been interested in astronomy from a young age. I used to observe the stars, and I always wanted to figure out their constellations. So when I started getting books about astronomy, that's when the passion started to grow. So I decided that I want to learn more about astronomy as I grew up. And the other thing is that I have always been a fan of Sir Isaac Newton. I have always liked his findings, inventions, and what he has written in his books.
And then I must say, Thabo, at this stage, nobody likes Eskom. But at the end of the day, I've worked with Eskom on some of their functions. I mean, they're still doing stuff like the Expo for Young Scientists. So, I mean, behind the scenes, it is a struggle. But if they're not involved in this, I mean, you now won something at a Taiwan International Science Fair. And just the appreciation for corporate South Africa still investing in young people. How did you get involved there?
Well, Eskom provides a platform for young scientists like me to showcase their talents. And we also get expert judging from the judges who are the best in the field. So then I decided to also to join the Eskom Expo, to participate in it, to do an Expo project. And the other thing is that, well, I was invited by my teachers, and also I was invited by the U of South campus to join the Eskom Expo because that's the program that has always been mentoring me from the young age, from a grade of 8, actually.
And then now, Thabo, in a practical way, explain to us this device of yours. What does it do?
Well, what it does is that, well, I just point it at the sky, whether it's during the night or during the day, because I was investigating the sun and the stars. So what I normally do is that I will point it to the sky and then wait for the celestial object that I'm intending to look at or to observe to pass through the screen. As it passes through the screen of my observational apparatus, then I will mark where it was passing, like the position of it on my screen. So that's how it works.
I just want to say, I think that your next vision must be, you must go with Elon Musk to Mars, start that city, then you come back, and then you help Eskom fix Kusile. That will be, you will save our country. Thabo, so how long will your studies be, and what is your dream? Do you want to also study further overseas? Where do you want to get involved in your future?
Well, I'm going to study for 4 years or 3 years. I'm not sure actually, because it depends on which degree do you want to complete with at the university. So, and my other dreams is to be one of the best scientists or astrophysics in Africa. And I also want to join the society which is based in Europe, that is where scientists or astronomers meet around to discuss ideas in the world. And also I want to be one of those people who change astronomy and who advances it. And then I want to be that kind of a person who, because, we don't have many scientists from Africa or from South Africa who change astronomy or who advances it and who appear in the books and who people always remember. So I want to be the first one, if I'm lucky.
No, you're going to make it. Just to sum it up, Thabo, the challenges for the youth and motivating young people. I mean, even the challenges you faced. But what is the biggest challenges, and how would you motivate the youth of South Africa?
Well, the biggest challenge is not having access to facilities or whatever you want to have access to do your projects or to showcase your talents. So I will advise the youth to always try to use whatever you have to do, whatever you want to do, and then to always follow your passion, because that's one thing that will keep you that's the one thing that will keep you going on. That is the other thing that will always make you happy about yourself.
So Thabo, just because we're both from the Free State and one day you're going to be the best in the world, I'm just going to tell people, I spoke to you 10 years ago and that's my homeboy. So that's what's going to happen. I'm just claiming that. Thabo, thank you so much for your time, and we're so proud of you, and inspiration, and all of the best with your studies.
Thank you also for inviting me into your show.
Great stuff. We'll send you the YouTube link and you can share it. Dit was Thabo Maliea, en wat 'n inspirasie. Dis ongelooflik. Ek weet niks van die sterre af nie. Ek weet wel waar is die son as hy my brand.